Okay, so let's just find a little piece of something to put here, and I think I'm going to just do that. I think I'm going to put this little thing right there. I think. Oops. All right. Let's just put him right there. Decorate that up a little bit. I should have decorated the other one, and I will, though. I didn't really think about it. We might just put a word or something there as well. So, yeah, let's just put a word. All right, so there we are. Anyway, these books, guys, are just easy peasy. Just another one of them easy projects that that we all like so well, and they make great little gifts. So, or for your personal use, either one. Okay, so moving to an ATC card. Let's see. Let's kind of clean off a little bit. I want to keep some of these, though. I am going to be using a couple of these. I'll just leave that there. Let's get us an ATC card, which I think I'm going to cut one of these down from an ATC card. So the size of an ATC card, I believe, is 2.5 by 3.5. Now, if I'm wrong, let's see. But I think that's the size. Yes, 2.5 by 3.5. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this at 2.5 wide. Okay, by 3.5 tall. Okay, and there we are. I want that. We'll do 2 in this. In this brownish color. All right. Okay, so let's see what we can use on here. He was too big. Even though I love him, I'd have to cut him down, which I could, but I'd like to keep him like that for the book, so I'm not going to cut him down. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to ink. Let's see, where's my, I've got stuff just kind of all over right now. Let me find my ink. Yeah, I mean, stuff is everywhere. Everywhere. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to ink. I want that pretty brown. I don't want it to be too much white showing there. Okay. So this here is a little makeup thing from the Dollar Tree. I decided to use it because when I want to do heavy ink, I need something that really holds the ink. And when it starts shedding, I don't know if you can see that on my table, all I do is take my scissors and cut it off and start again. So lasts a long time because I'll cut this down and I'll cut it clean to just the very edge here. And it seems to work just fine. It's some little makeup. I found it in the makeup section at the Dollar Tree. And so that's kind of what I'm using. If I really want to heavily, I can get a big area at one time and anyway, so it's been working well. Okay, so got that inked up, but I'm thinking I'm liking something. Let's see. Do I want friends? I like that. I have timeless that I could also use, which timeless is already brown, and that would work too. I think I'm going to go timeless. I think I'm going to go that, but I think I'm going to ink this up as well. Try to get some of the white, not quite as white there. Now this ink I'm using is the coffee in the archival ink. So that's kind of the color I'm using. Okay, so I think I'm just going to stick that down. One thing about, ATC cards are actually a little harder to put together than I actually thought they would be. I just didn't think they would be that difficult really to put together, but being such a tiny space. But I found actually that little tiny space kind of is a little more difficult to figure out what you want in there than I thought it would. So I think that's kind of funny because I just never dreamed I would spend much time. I just thought, oh, it'll be easy, just put it on there. It's such a small space. How could you take too much time to figure that out? But it's a little more to it than I expected it, because I had made ATC cards before, so this is my first go round with it. Okay, I'm one of them people that put things on the to-do list, and it may take me a long time before I actually get to it. So, but eventually I'll get to it, but it may just take me a little while. So, okay, so, yeah, there we go. All right, and that's really going to be basically it for my little card. So, and I may end up, when I get the black put on my sewing machine, I may end up taking and stitching black around that. So, and I did find on Pinterest there are a lot of free downloads. If you will just type in artist trading cards, you will find a bunch of instant downloads for the backing where you can fill it out, and have your name and the title of your card or whatever. There's a bunch of free downloads for that. I was surprised. So that's something, that I will do. I will end up putting, I'll probably copy it on coffee stained paper and cut them apart, and I will probably do that on this. So anyway, so there's one little card. That was fun. Let's see here. I wanted to cut another one, but I want it in something a little different here. Yeah, let's see. I might cut out one of these owls to go on one. Maybe that owl with the blue would work on that. Let's cut one of them down. Or even that would look really good, wouldn't it? But that's bigger than the little 3.5 by 2. So let's get this here. I think I want it to be where those little scribbles are. So I'm going to cut off that jagged perforation. Okay, so I want to do a 2.5 wide. Okay. By 3.5 tall. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and take and brown the edges of that. Okay. All right. And we will cut out this little owl. Let's see. All of them are pretty big. Yeah. So I'm going to have to, of course, cut this little owl. But he's not so big. Alright, so let's just kind of fussy cut. I've got awful big scissors for fussy cutting, but that's okay. They will work. Alright. Get his little ears here. Alright. Yeah, he's going to be just fine. So we will put him something like that. Let's ink him up a little bit. Just use this time. Alright. Just get those white edges kind of off. Okay. And then can we put some kind of, let's see, I want my, I'm going to try to put some of this kind of a tealish color writing behind him. Let's get rid of this. I think this one I'm going to do the Dear Friends. I can kind of find out where I put it. Oh, there's a bird. Well, not sure. Okay. But I want some of this writing behind him is what I want. Just a little bit of it. It's the same color as he is. So I'm going to have to go a little smaller. I thought I would. Those little cards are not very big. So, go just a little bit smaller here yet. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I'm okay with that. Okay, just ink that up a little. Alright, and I'm going to put, I want the Dear Friends. I'll probably put that like there. Then I'll put maybe like it up here. Yeah, and that would make a really cute little card, and then maybe stitch around that would be really cute. So let's start gluing down. I'm going to cut this just a little thinner, kind of match the friends. Okay, so let's just stick it down. All right. I tell you, we had some terrible storms roll through not so long ago. It's been kind of cold for May. It's been down in the 40s. I think one night we had 34 degrees, and a high one day was like 46. But for May, it's been really unusual temperatures. And anyway, we had some bad storms roll through. Oh, I don't know. It's been a little bit ago, and I lost power, and it was off. They said it wasn't a tornado, but it was straight line winds. It had just, I think they had like 96 total poles down throughout my area. We had all kinds of linemen come in from all over the other cities and towns, and to help us get back on the grid. But I was offline, out of power, offline, off the grid. From Monday afternoon, that storm rolled through about 2:30, and I was off the grid, no power until that Friday evening. And I'm telling you, I called my sister and I said, you know what, it was Friday. And I said, I don't know. I have reached my point of breaking. I could have went to her house. She lives out in the country, and I could have went and stayed with her, but it's such a long drive to come in to go to work of a morning that I just tried to stick it out. I kept hoping each day, because there was so many people working on the getting the poles up and things. We had a lot of damage, though. I mean, we're talking, roofs and whole sides of buildings destroyed. You could actually see inside some of the office building, the major office building that they have down on one of the highways. Roofs, just all kinds of things, debris everywhere. And I kept hoping that each day that it would be my day to get electric. But it actually took from that Monday afternoon till Friday evening before I actually got power. And I was just at my breaking point. I had just said that was it. I stayed in every morning. I cleaned up in cold water, washed my head in cold water all week long for work, and really cool at night because it's been kind of unseasonably cool. And anyway, just at my wit's end. But then Friday it came on, and I was so happy. I said I never realized how much I missed or took for granted electricity till you just don't have it. And then it's like, okay, I'm really thankful for electricity. So it just makes you thankful that you have it. Let's see, I need to pop that up a little bit. I can see I need some glue underneath it. This is really a cute little card here. Okay, and I think that just is perfect just like it is. And then I will actually stitch around that. And as a matter of fact, I will stitch around those, and I'll kind of show you what they look like. And I mean, this is it. So this is just another way of using up those artist trading papers and using some of your books if you don't mind cutting them up. Just a fun way to use some of those. So let me get these stitched up, and I will be right back, and I'll kind of show you what they look like. Okay, so I went ahead and stitched around them just to kind of show you how cute is that? Just all kind of stitched around. And then the printouts I was telling you about, I found, the artist trading card printouts for the back. Now, I have printed mine 9 to a sheet, and it makes them I have to cut them down still a little bit, but, this is what it looks like on the back, and that's on the back of my card, so I can write on it. And like I said, I print 9 to a sheet. It still makes them a little too big, so I still have to cut them down, but I don't cut them down much, just a very little bit. Anyway, that's basically it. So we're going to slip these in. I'm going to, let's see, I think I'll put this one in the back side here. There we go. Oh, how cute. I love it. And then this one here, we'll put in the front, because it kind of matches with my cover a little more. That's why I put this one in the front. Well, this book here is not as easy to get into as my accordion, so let's get that in there. Okay. Now, these are little sleeves, by the way. They are not the, oh, I didn't even put that in the right one. These are not the little accordion one I showed you that Ronda made and had the tutorial to. That is just using the baseball card sheets like you did the friendship letters in, that have the, is it 9? Yeah, 9 little pockets. That is what that is. But these are actually the little sleeves. What these little sleeves are called. I will put them in the description box because I don't have it close to me to grab to know. But anyway, that's what these are made out of, little sleeves. And I will put this tutorial as well as Ronda's in this, which one. And I also found another tutorial for another little book, kind of like this. It was made a little different, but I didn't have time to try it, so I may do that a little bit later on. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed part 1 and part 2. And guys, I will catch you in the next video. Have a great day.